Hello and welcome back to the JKS Podcast. How you going, boys?
Is that how animated you are in real life normally? Because you just look like a robot.
But people can't see me, so they heard like the passion in my voice, even though behind the camera I just stone-faced.
So every person I've spoken to about the podcast, thinks we're in person. I don't think, it's not common knowledge. It sounds that good when Jed edits it. But for everybody listening, this is on, Discord. We do it online. And this is the first episode we have webcams on and we can see each other. And I just watched Nippler. His face was stone cold and his lips moved. He's like, welcome back to the JKS Podcast. How are you, boys? And just didn't move. No animation, nothing.
Mate, it's all in the vocal cords. I don't need to move around and be animated.
I mean, it would be nice. I can see you now, right? Arms in the air, do something.
What? Describe what I'm doing.
I don't want to. He's putting he's doing a love heart. A retarded one because he's retarded, but he's doing a love heart to me on the screen with both his hands. That's what he's doing.
I was doing that, yes.
The weird looking love heart.
It was very pointy.
Very pointy love heart, yeah. That's how I do my love hearts.
Hey, I started last... Okay, for the audience, I'm very drunk. But I started the last podcast off with a little shower thought. Do you want to hear another one?
Oh, yes.
How many trees count as a forest?
50.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 51.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the over on you, right? If it's only above 51, then he wins.
What are you saying?
Oh, I don't think there's an answer. I don't know. That's the point. It's a shower thought, right? No? Okay. Alright, fair enough. Moving on.
What kind of room has no windows or doors?
I
Like
don't know.
a prison cell?
A mushroom.
Oh,
All right. This has been the JKS Podcast. We'll catch you next week. Hang up.
Oh, that was good. and Jed, you were telling us most podcasts don't make it past 20 episodes, and this is episode 22.
Yeah. Go us.
Look at this guy. Look at us. Killing it.
Alrighty. What is going on with Survivor, Nip Nip?
Yeah, Survivor. Have you been watching, Shawnee?
No, Australian Survivor, right?
Australian Survivor, yeah.
I have not, but a confidential source messaged me and said, hey, you should watch Australian Survivor because there's no censor. Do they not censor the titties?
No, so there's a couple girls, especially there's one called Flick in particular who just wears
They don't censor any nudity? So I don't get fucking...
There is no nudity. No, but they wear some of the girls wear very G-string-esque bikini buttons. And you can see the camera does not blur it or anything. And sometimes I reckon the cameraman just trying to get the perfect angle to get the ass shot. So I think that's what your mate was talking about.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think in American Survivor they blur it. If there's just ass, they blur it.
Yeah, they're pretty loose.
They're trying to get viewers. Yeah, Channel 10 is bankrupt. They want viewers.
Yeah. Is it good so far though? The season?
Yeah, it's been entertaining. It's only 3 episodes in, I think. And Australian Survivor is such a big cast; it takes ages to know all the characters.
Yeah. Because it's is there 20 people or more?
I think it's more.
Yeah,
but yeah, so it's heroes versus villains, and villains are just getting smashed because heroes have this giant, beast of a man. I think his name's Sean, and he's just
giant beast of a man named Sean.
He was on a previous season. It's a head taller than anyone else. So any strength-based challenge, he just carries the heroes through.
He used to play AFL as a ruckman.
Yeah, okay, so he's a big boy.
He's a very big boy.
I was trying to Google how many people are in it.
I think it might be 24. I think it's 12 aside.
Yeah, it is 24. Yeah, wow.
They're in Samoa.
Okay.
Oh, I can see there's a photo of... Wow, yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
His name is The Horse. His nickname is The Horse. It says, the first line is, The Horse is back.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
He's the most boring. It's not fun to watch gameplay-wise, but in challenges, he just beasts through it.
Yeah, although they get voted off pretty quick. Right before the merge, they start voting off all those challenge beasts, get rid of them.
Yeah, every season.
I'll never forget an American season of Survivor. There was that like a similar guy. He was an older guy, but he just couldn't lose the challenge, and then he made it to the merge, and then won his way to the final two. I think it was the final three, but like just literally every single challenge, didn't lose. It didn't give him a single opportunity to vote him out.
That's what you got to do.
He had no friends. Nobody liked him. Everybody fucking hated him, and he just literally
Of course. Can you imagine some winning every immunity challenge?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won. I'm pretty sure he won the whole thing. Because
you'd have to vote for him to win, right? After that.
Great. Like puzzles, physical stuff. It just kept going. Yeah, it just never lost. It's like it was the most boring season. It's like it was the most boring shit ever.
How do you reckon Nipple would go
on Survivor?
Yeah,
I actually reckon he'd go really well.
Yeah,
I think he'd do the best out of the three of us.
Yeah,
because like you've got enough. I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. You've got enough like physicality to do okay in the challenges, which is where you want to be. You want to be in the sweet spot. You don't want to be great. You don't want to be bad. I think you hit that sweet spot.
And you're a snake.
And he's a filthy fucking no.
I reckon people would figure out I'm a snake pretty easy.
You're not a snake though. You're like a genuine, like nice dude. Like people would really like you.
Someone 100%.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Probably. And plus, you got that homeless look about you. Like you look like you need the money.
I already look like I've been on an island for like 2 months.
Yeah, like you did a warm up. Yeah, exactly. No, you go well.
Locals.
yeah, you just like go start bartering with people. You just like find someone.
Yeah, I come back to camp with like all this meat or something.
Yeah, I got the hookup. Don't worry, it's the local. It's all good. No, you do the best. I think I would do the worst, and then Jetty, because Jed's at least got like the physicality, right?
But your social game would be good.
Mine?
You can pretend to be a good person and like.
Especially now I've quit smoking, right? I wouldn't like kill people without having a dart.
Yeah. Yeah, you on there without smokes would be hilarious, just snapping at everyone.
It would be good TV. I'd be back for like a return season for sure. As long as I was still smoking. But no, my problem, I'd fade away in 2 days. You seen how fucking thin I am? By day 2, I'd just be nothing.
Where'd Sean go? He's right there.
We didn't vote him out, he's gone.
You have to turn front on, Sean. If you're standing on your side, we can't see you.
Yeah, for the TV, just to be on it, right? Oh, God. No, but you should apply.
Nah.
Oh, I can't believe I'm about to bring this up.
They don't want people like me. They want like
Why?
There's no facts to an Australian Survivor.
You're
like
not fat. You're on keto now. You're good. Yeah. Although it's not a very actually, it's the opposite of a keto diet. It's all rice, right? You couldn't keep up. Yeah, fair enough.
How do you reckon Jed would go? You'd be a beast at challenges.
100%. And then Jed's social game, like, dude, he makes friends instantly. He'd go well.
But you can see him fade away because if Jed goes a day without working out,
yes.
Week. Imagine like a month.
Logs.
Yeah, I would have stolen the rice supply the first day.
Be voted out immediately.
Where's all the food?
Yeah. Imagine Jed without protein for like 3 days.
It looked like you. Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know about that. I don't know, does no protein make you like grow up?
Wow. maybe maturity, yeah.
Oh.
No, that didn't work out well for me. That wasn't good. That made you more.
I think you just called me mature.
Yeah. Cell phone.
We're going to bring this up, but I once made an audition tape for Survivor. I've told you this, right?
Yeah, you've told us this.
Yeah.
And you won't show us the tape.
I'll actually show you the tape. 100% I'll show you the tape. It's on my... So, like, I never actually spliced it together because I never submitted it, right? I got the... I can't remember why I didn't submit it. But anyway, so I've got... It's like 4 separate clips that just need to be, like, pulled together. But, like, anyway... I mean, the audience has never seen me, so they don't know I've got spaghetti arms. But it's, like, the Rocky music. And then it, like, cuts to me, like, pushing up, like, doing bench press. But then it like pulls away and there's no weights on the bar, so I'm like just like with the Rocky music going, doing no weights on the bench press.
You were funny. Yeah.
Well, real funny. And then the next one's like, and then it came up saying like strong, and then it like cut to like courageous, and then it was me eating worms. I literally ate worms. Like I got like the bait tackle fucking worms, and
How old
Hey,
were you?
worms. Too old to be doing that shit. I was like 23. I was with Lane, so Lane was there.
She was filming it.
Yeah, and then I did like a fierce, and like cut to me with like a pool noodle, and Lane had one as well, and then I like beat her up with the pool noodle.
Oh, that's domestic violence, man.
No,
You
that
can't be
was
showing that.
Don't show that.
But yeah, I will actually show you. Maybe we'll share it for the podcast. It'd be good fun. Face reveal, me fucking being a dickhead.
I really want to see that footage.
Yeah. Oh god. I don't know why I boycotted Australian Survivor. I just like I don't know. I don't like the
Some seasons were pretty good. I mean, it's like every Survivor, it's very hit and miss. You can just get shit seasons. This
Yeah,
one I'm still
true.
not sure about. It's kind of on the edge. But yes, some seasons. Season 2 was really good.
George is in it. He's
Who?
like the best character, George.
Yeah, I forget it's a repeat season, right? So they're all
Ah.
returning players.
Yeah,
It's like 50-50.
yeah.
Okay.
He's like the dirtiest snake you'll ever see.
I was about to say, looks like a dickhead.
He is, yeah.
But it's way too open about it. He smashed his face up too. On the first challenge,
Ooh.
he flipped over wrong and hit his face onto a rock or something.
Ooh.
And now he has like massive scarring all over his face.
Wait, actually? Like he actually
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Challenge, you had to like roll over this like wheel thing into mud, but the mud wasn't very deep. So 2 people like landed face first.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't know about the safety standards on Survivor. Has it been moments like that in American Survivor as well?
Yeah, do you reckon they have to test it out first, or like?
They'd have to. Well, actually, I know that they do. They test it and then like show the clips of the challenge, like preview them or whatever. So there's definitely like a crew that tests them.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be an awesome job.
Yeah, and imagine like being on like the production crew. You get traveled around the world, like just building challenges. Like if you're a carpenter or whatever, and you're building these challenges. I mean, it'd be pretty hard work. They build new challenges every day, but
Yeah.
That'd be a great job.
On the very first episode of this season, Rogue went up to Nina, who's a Black American woman, and said, "I'm more African American than you."
No,
because she's lived in Africa and America.
she fucking did. Are you serious? I'm looking at a photo of Nina and of Rogue. She's not more African American than Nina.
Why say that?
Dude. Okay, so has Rogue been voted out? Spoiler alert.
No, because she's on the Heroes tribe and they're killing it at the moment. They've never been to tribal.
Oh, nice.
But the moment they do, she's gone. Everyone fucking hates her.
Is the villains tribe like way more juicy? Like heaps of gossip, like all the backstabbing. Are they way worse?
Yeah, they're a lot more fun.
Yes, that's what it was. They did an American season, Heroes versus Villains, and it was Russell Hance and Boston Rob on the one fucking tribe. It was so good. They're like the MVPs of American Survivor. I can't believe we're actually talking about Survivor in this much depth.
Yeah, we should probably move on. It's been a while.
It's like a 30-minute podcast on Survivor.
Have you boys heard of the Physical 100 on Netflix?
Yeah.
No.
All right, Niffler. So imagine me, just one of me. Do you know what's better than one of me?
0?
100. 100 Koreans that work out lots.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. Have you watched it, Jen?
No, my friends said that like it reminds me of them, but I had a look and I would get absolutely smoked.
Wait, your friend said that it reminds him of you?
Yeah.
That's racist.
So racist, man.
So I thought as well. And then, yeah, it's just a bunch of
True.
Koreans like attacking each other. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Wait, what do they do?
It's like a physical challenge like game, basically. It's like Squid Game, but they do like challenges and then like people get knocked out. It's like eliminations. And like a pool of people get eliminated each episode. It's awesome. These people are like monsters.
Cool.
Yeah. And they've got like the girls and the guys going up against each other, and the girls are like giving it to the guys. Like it's a really good show.
And what do you win? Like money?
Yeah, and it was like something billion in Korean money, so I have no idea how much money it actually is. They could be billionaires or they could be hundredaires. I have no idea.
But Nippler, imagine 100 of me.
I don't like it. That's why I've never gone to Korea. I just I don't want to see that. One of you is enough.
There's a UFC guy in there. He's not in the UFC anymore, but
Yeah, his name's Sexyama. This is his nickname, I think.
yeah. Well, Yoshihiro is his real name.
Have a look at Meaningful and say he's not a Sexyama.
I'll show you a photo.
Yeah,
That's in there. That's in there.
He's a bit older than you.
He's much older. Yeah. He's like almost 50 now. The guy's a monster though. Yeah, they like do physical challenges. You can watch it, Jed. You'd love this show.
Yeah, I don't know.
No?
Makes me feel bad about myself. What it could have
Why?
been.
Oh, dude. You
on,
still
man.
could be. Just like go back and join season 2.
What's happening with The Last of Us and why is Niffler a bigot?
Oh, yeah, Nip, sorry, I'm drunk. I added like topics to
No,
this. Like,
come at me.
so, Jed, do you intend on watching The Last of Us?
No.
You've got to watch it, man. It's really good.
Yeah.
Before we talk about episode 3, Nips, it's great, right?
Such a good show, man. Although Jed wouldn't like it because he doesn't like dark shows that much, but it's really
Yeah.
fucking good, Jed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you don't, but you can stomach like House of Dragons. Oh, you didn't watch House of Dragons either, did you?
No, he's watching
Alright.
sitcoms.
Fine. Anyway,
Add a laugh track to it, and he'll watch it.
we'll have a laugh track to Last of Us. Let's go. I can't imagine it's going off very often. It's very dark.
When the daughter gets shot, you're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, just cheering.
So episode 1 and 2 were bangers. They were 10 out of 10, like in line with the video game, to the point where there was like side-by-side TikToks where it was like literally cloned. Like the exact same sentences, the scenery, everything was identical. And then season 3, there's this like pretty minute character in the video game. And then they just like got creative licensing going and went crazy. And instead of like in the video game, he's in it for like 10 minutes, they made a full episode out of this guy. But it's like from the very beginning of the outbreak, because it's a zombie show, to the very end where he, spoiler alert, eventually dies. But he meets this guy, like meets him at the house that he's like guarding and staying in and whatever. And then it's this like hour-long gay fuckfest. Actually, that's 5 minutes, but it's lots of gay, right?
I would not describe it like that. Yeah. Well, the two characters are gay. It's definitely not a fuck fest.
Right, definitely. Okay, it is actually for like, it is a very uncomfortable maybe 10 minutes where it's like pretty fucking fuckfest.
Really?
They kiss and then he tells him to go shower and he comes out with a towel and then he like unwraps the towel and he gets on top of him and it's like fucking fuckfest.
That's fine.
I'm not saying it's not fine. Don't make me out to be the bigot. I loved the episode.
I'm a bigot.
Okay, alright, anyway, moving on. It's a love story, right? And then they inevitably die in the end. And when they die, dude, I was devastated. Lane and I were both crying. We were like literally both in tears. Nippler messages me the next day. This is one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen, right? Nippler messages me the next day. He's like, what did you think of the episode? I'm like, mate, best ever. It's like, it was a bit shit. I didn't really fucking...
It did not go that. I messaged you saying that episode was a bit shit, wasn't it? And then you're like, no, I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was literally like, it was awesome. They did such a good job. They make you fall in love with these characters so quickly. They did it in the first episode as well. And then it just like wrecks you when they die. That's how like quickly they do it. And they did it over 40 minutes, I reckon.
I just want to stick with Joel and Ellie's story. I didn't give a shit about this little side story.
Yeah. And
in the game, like the interactions with Ellie and whatever his fucking name is. What's his name?
Joel.
No, the gay guy. The gay guy.
Oh, is it Rick? Fuck. I don't know.
Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Yeah, there's like some funny interactions there. They go around looking for fuel. I don't know. I prefer they just stuck to the game and somehow... I didn't like the fact that those characters were dead by the time Joel and Ellie get there, so it wasn't really connected at all.
Yeah, bigot commentary aside, which is what it is, because I know you just didn't like the gay stuff.
You're the one who called two gay people sitting next to each other a fuckfest. That's
Like, I've seen Brokeback Mountain. That's a confronting movie. Have you?
I haven't seen it, no.
Nah, me either.
Well, you should.
But I know they get in the tent and they have a fuckfest.
Several. Okay, that is actually a fuckfest.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, the main complaint, because it's getting mixed reviews, right? People saying it's the best episode of the year in any TV show, and then on the flip side, the main complaint is that it really did stray from the video game. I don't know if that's your main complaint or not.
Yeah. So just to be clear, I did like the episode. I just I would have preferred it kind of stuck to the game and just didn't like interrupt Joel and Ellie's storyline to go do this other thing.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't have minded as much if it was like all the episodes released at once. But now
Oh,
it just
dude.
feels like-
Yeah, that's like a big gripe I have with this, like the show in general. But you can't obviously critique the show for it, I guess. But I know what you're saying, because you said in the message that you hated that it killed the momentum.
yeah, I just felt like, we're 2 episodes in, we're following these characters, and then suddenly it goes into this completely unrelated, well, related with themes. Like it relates to Joel and Tess with the themes or whatever, but story-wise, unrelated.
Yeah, and it does take like a big break from like the main story. And I think people echo that as well in the negative complaints. But the writing in that episode, like you got to agree, the way that they I've never watched a TV show where I've fallen in love with the characters so quickly. Like I went from like feeling a little uncomfortable with the quote unquote fuckfest. Obviously it isn't, whatever. To like literally fucking loving these characters within like 20 minutes. It was so good.
What's
And
the
then,
point of
Yeah.
building characters up for one episode to kill them off?
I think it sets like the tone for the TV show. I get what you're saying, right? Because then you're just like wasting development because they spend it like an episode developing a character and then kill them. But I think it develops the TV show because it's like creating.
It develops the world, and it's like a story about love in like a really hard place, I guess, which is what the show's kind of about. So it relates in themes.
Yeah, and then like it impacted Joel as well, like in probably to like a really lesser extent, but like all of Joel's friends are just dying, and then like that, including these guys, because Bill was Joel's friend, and there was like flashbacks to where they were like interacting and getting along. So like it makes him look super vulnerable, and there was like a bit of a bonding moment with Ellie as well at the end.
Yeah, okay. So it kind of builds up the main character's backstory, giving him more trauma and stuff.
A little bit. Not that much. Like it really did feel like it was its own kind of movie. Like it probably didn't add like what an hour should have added. So that's a good criticism. But I feel like it was a bit of a flex. Like it was really good writing.
Yeah, the writing, the characters were really good. I don't like how it kept jumping forwards like 10 years every time something like dramatic happened. Like when Bill got shot and then he's like dying and then just cuts to like 10 years later and they're fine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, that scene was effective though, because so Bill, the main guy, gets shot, and then the other guy's like looking after him, and he's having his like last words or whatever. And then it cuts 10 years later, and then the other guy is the guy in the wheelchair, and Bill's alive, looking after him, and it was like, yeah, because obviously he thought Bill was going to be the dead one, and then it like cuts to them both being alive, but the other guy's really sick. It was effective writing, I thought.
No, it wasn't. Like, I enjoyed it the whole time. I was just like, can we cut back? At any point, it's going to cut back to Joel and Ellie. That was going through my head the whole time, which made me enjoy it less at the time. Enough. But in retrospect, I probably like it more.
I think, and sorry, we'll wrap this up soon because I know I'm talking way too much today. I'm tanked. I'm sorry, but it was a good indication that the writers are competent. Like, because the story of The Last of Us isn't that long, right? It's a 12-hour game that has like maybe 5 hours of story. Like, it's going to be wrapped up pretty quick if they just did it straight in line with the game. And it's good. Like, it's a good confidence booster that when they do go off course and expand on the story, which they inevitably have to, that they'll do it really well. Because it was good. I liked it. But
it's not like Game of Thrones where the moment they ran out of source material just fucking plummeted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And like I won't be explicit. I know that you know what I'm about to say, but we just won't say it out loud. The second game, right? Like the very beginning of the second game, that big moment happens.
Yep.
The show's fucked. Like I don't think like people are gonna fall like the main I can't say too much.
So I actually most of my gripes with the second game were like pacing and gameplay wise. I actually reckon it'll be a good TV show. And I know the bit you're referring to. I actually don't mind that. Which I know a lot of people disagree with. They fucking hated that.
Oh, dude, and that was my big complaint. I never ever played. I didn't play the second game. I just watched a Let's Play, and I won't tell you who I watched. Okay, I will. Don't judge me. I watched PewDiePie's Let's Play. I never played.
So over the top of all the streaming, it's what you got the story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like, I mean, I was basically just like watching the story, and anyway, whatever. We'll see what happens. So, like, no matter how good the first season is, I think the second season is going to be.
It won't
tough.
be as good for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
First season is going to be. Yeah, because that's the story that really stuck around with people.
Yeah, but you need to rewatch this show with Jetty. And you can skip the third episode, you dirty bigot. It's fine, Jed. You have to watch that one on your own.
Jed is never going to watch this show.
You've got to watch it, Jetty. I know you don't like the dark stuff, but it's really good. It's not that dark.
It's an hour, isn't it?
More. The first episode was like an hour and 30 or an hour and 20 minutes, I think it was.
Dude, you're killing me, man.
Yeah, it's a long show. But it's the next big thing, I'm telling you. I mean, it already is, right? The TikToks are insane.
It's blowing up.
We can talk about TikTok now if you want.
Okay. I love TikTok. Let's go.
So there was a study done that kind of studied TikTok's effect on the brain. So it's called TikTok brain rot. And yeah,
I've seen this. I've seen this in person.
Are you looking at it?
So symptoms include addiction, shortened attention span, mental health issues, memory loss, and can lead to Alzheimer's.
What are your names?
I'm Frank.
So is this a study that's come out?
Yeah, I think it. So there was always like that speculation that TikTok was bad for you, but there was actually a study done.
Yeah. I think like social media in general, but TikTok especially, right? Like where you just like, it's nuts. So I'm fucking a TikTok fiend. I'm on it all the time. I've uninstalled the app and reinstalled it like 7 times to the point where I'm on without an account now to like, because I just like can't be bothered logging back in because I know I'm going to like delete it in a week and then re-download it. When I first got TikTok, I'd watch every video and then scroll to the next, watch it all. Now I just like scroll, see it for 2 seconds, scroll. 2 seconds, scroll. I don't even watch a full TikTok. It's very rare that I stay for the whole 7 seconds. Like I'm just straight to the next one.
Come on, man. Your attention span is so short. If it doesn't hook you in 2 seconds, you're out.
So bad. And I'll sit here at the computer watching YouTube with TikTok open and just scroll whilst I'm listening to YouTube. Like that's how bad my attention span is. I can't even just watch like a TV show or a podcast. I've got to have TikTok open or playing a game or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm a case study for this brain rot.
So, as someone that hasn't used TikTok before, apart from when you showed me your secret hacks to the algorithm.
Stop it. Yeah. The cooking videos, right? Yeah.
No, the tips. You showed us how to fill your feed with cooking videos.
Yeah.
So, is it like YouTube where you can search for videos, or do you have to find it through the algorithm?
You can search. Yeah, you can search for videos. No one searches for videos though.
So you just scroll and then based off what you've been looking at. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. To the point where you're not even like seeing like the pop culture stuff because the algorithm's so good. It's so in tune. It will like if you are into niche stuff, you'll just constantly see niche videos. Like you won't see like the number 1 subscribed TikToker. I've never seen a video from him ever, and it's because he just does like whatever dance videos and like Charlie D'Amelio and like whatever. Like they do dance. I never see that shit. All my stuff's just like real niche crap.
It'll work you out, Jed. The algorithm will work you out.
Dude, like seriously, in 20 minutes, your TikTok would be all gym and MMA videos. Like straight away.
Isn't there like all that privacy issues with it? There's like, it'll listen to your voices, it'll like do face recognition, it will, track your data, keystrokes.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right. And once you've downloaded it, it's even worse. Well, obviously, it's only going to listen when you downloaded it. Your phone's already listening, but when you download TikTok, that app is all through your phone. Like, if you look at the terms and agreements that you agree to when you download it, it's literally just like signing the rights to your phone away. Like, keystrokes, everything you type in, it's just tracking. It's awesome. It means it's the most. Yeah, fuck yeah. What? What are they going to see? I don't care. Like some Chinese, they want me on the app longer. There's no malicious intent, right? They're not trying to like capture my fucking. I don't know. Like what are China going to do with like Sean's random shit? You know, like they literally just want me on the app longer. That's their only intent, and I don't care. I'm happy. I like being on the app longer. Let's go. Tailor it.
I've seen the theory behind like the propaganda where China kind of showcases like strong military or like academic achievements, whereas like in Western culture, it's kind of definitely a bit different. It's just like dancing and other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm familiar with the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like the videos they show in China?
Yeah, because it's like two completely different things they show.
Yeah.
And then, it's meant to cause like a societal like problems and stuff. Like most societies kind of get a bit deep now, but most societies kind of crumble from within, and that's like what they're trying to do. Might be sound like Niffler's brother a bit, but yeah.
It's pushing it along.
I don't watch TikTok
This
at
is
all.
how
so
they
I don't know.
beat the West. Yeah.
With TikTok,
to be fair, I think the West is failing on its own. They don't need to push us.
But this stuff is contributing, right? Maybe not TikTok. Let's not give China the credit, but like in general, like the way that people consume content in the Western culture is definitely like it's horrible. Like in China, right? They like censor everything. They don't get a choice but to like look at fucking David Goggins type material and just like be the best that they can be, right? Or like academic stuff. But yeah, like the Western culture, like all of us are marshmallows, man. Like, you're gonna give me a gun, what the fuck am I gonna do? I couldn't even kill like, we talked about it last episode, I couldn't even kill a cane toad. I'm not gonna, like, defend my fucking country. No way. You know? But yeah, China, I'm sure that all... Man, this went off the rails.
I'm sure they're smashing cane toads left, right, and center over in China.
Mate,
Yeah, they train their kids up, smash cane toads from a young age.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you hear what Joe Rogan said? Slightly different, but what Joe Rogan said about the zombie apocalypse and like he said they'd have no chance. So he said zombies would have zero chance surviving in a zombie apocalypse because they try to go to Texas and everyone's got guns. Like
yeah, but wait until you listen to the story of The Last of Us, because it was a fungal. Dude, it's so good. You got to watch this fucking show, man.
Yeah, that's not how an outbreak would work at all. Even if it starts in Texas, it'll travel around pretty quick.
Yeah, but I think Joe Rogan's talking about like bite to bite, right? Which is like the standard zombie. Like it spreads by a person biting somebody, right? But this, like in The Last of Us, so there's an actual fungus. It's a real fungus. It like gets into the mind, like into the bodies of like the praying mantis or some insect, and then it like eats it from the inside, and it ends up fucking literally eating itself. Like it consumes its host and then spreads to the next fucking bug. And then this like thing can't go into humans because of our body temperature. And The Last of Us is about that virus adapting to being able to go into humans. But it did that, and then over a delayed amount of time, it got into like a food source like flour, which ended up getting into like cereal and pancake mix all across the world. And then within like 48 hours, it like infected XY% of the population. And then it wasn't just a person biting a person, it was like 1% of the population biting people. And then it spread non-stop. So good luck, Joe Rogan. You're going to have to shoot fucking 1 billion people.
So what you're saying is Niffler on his keto diet would be fine from not consuming flour.
No carbs, baby.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
Yeah, I might get on keto. Let's go.
I'd be in that military dictatorship straight away. The moment I see that happening, I'm signing up to the military.
I'm just going to die. I'll shut my blinds and starve to death. Try and go get some VB from the shops. If they're out, I'll just go home and die.
Die of like sadness.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Mr. Beast video about him curing or helping people with blindness?
I have.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's getting heaps of hate for it.
So fucking dumb.
It's so messed up, man.
I'm ready
Is
to
the
go.
hate for him, or is it for like how shit the American healthcare system is?
Him, man.
Both.
Both? Because he didn't
Both.
really do anything wrong. It's just shocking that a 10-minute surgery is being withheld from people.
So the issue I have with Mr. Beast is that people think that he's exploiting people because they're getting helped on camera, and then it also exploits his healthcare system. So people are hating for that, and then rich people are hating it because he's helping people when they aren't. So there's like three different things.
Yep. That is the criticism. Because he's like,
That's pretty dumb. Yeah, I'm sure all those people who appeared in the video are happy to be able to see again.
Can I just say something? I'll go to war for this. Anybody who complains about him exploiting people for views, because he is, right? How many fucking people have you cured blindness for? It doesn't matter if he's exploiting fucking people for like views on the internet, because he actually fucking helped them. Who cares? Like those 1,000 people don't care, and he fucking cured blindness in 1,000 people, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. It is. It can get a little bit weird in some of these videos where like people have to do shit for money and they talk about how much they need that money. So it does feel a little bit like exploitation. But on the other hand, like no one else is giving them money.
You don't want like a shit video though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like imagine winning your Mr. Beast, you have a competition or you hand out like $1,000 or whatever it is, like $10,000, and then they have no reaction like Nipper in the intro. Like,
Yeah.
so imagine that.
Yeah, no. He casts his videos as well, which is the other big criticism he's gotten. But exactly for that, right? Because he's talked about in podcasts how he has like people come on and then they don't really react. They're really terrible on like camera and all that kind of stuff. So like he kind of casts and like cherry picks videos.
I would not make the cast. I feel like, thanks for the 10 grand, bro. All right,
dude,
bye.
I really hope Jed somehow works out to record video, because you literally sat there like a stock, like you didn't move. You're like, welcome to episode 22 of the JKS Podcast. How are you?
My voice had far more energy than that. You're listening to the podcast, you'd have no idea I was just standing there like a statue. You'd think I was fucking flailing about.
Maybe he's just got a resting bitch face.
Nips?
Yeah.
Resting
He
face.
definitely has that. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, dude, like, I don't care at all. Like, the fucking views he gets is what, like, helps fund him to do this again. Like, I'm gonna view it every time, and I fucking cried, like, 3 times in that video. I loved it. Loved every second of it.
But if you're an American, how do you watch that and not just be so fucking angry?
Dude, insane. The surgery takes, like, literally, like, 20 to 30 minutes.
How much is it?
It was 10
Like,
minutes.
6 grand.
6 grand?
Yeah.
6 grand. Yeah.
When really,
so it was like 6,000 to 8,000. Yeah.
American, obviously. Yeah.
Because they can just charge whatever they want over there.
The other thing, could you imagine being the 1,001st person? Like, everyone's in line. 1,000 people are about to get killed.
I'm sure they don't do it that way. I'm sure they're not. Oh, sorry, mate. I know you've been waiting all day.
Crazy. No, it was a charity. He like touched base with a charity. You had like a bunch of people registered, and yeah, picked 1,000 people. There's obviously people on that list that didn't get picked. Like, fuck, brutal.
Yeah, you're on the short list. You miss out.
Yeah, but for like 1,000 people and 6 grand, it was a shitload of money. But surely a billionaire can come in and just like cure that type of blindness in everybody. You know?
Yeah, but they won't.
No, if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't. Fuck them.
No, I'd be living on an island. I'd never see you again.
That's right. I have to say, having video just adds like another layer. Except I'm staring at myself the whole time. I barely looked at you two.
Why? You fucking egotistic piece of shit.
I don't know. Are you looking at yourselves or are you staring at like us?
Staring with a heart on right now at your shorty, at yourself.
Yeah. Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah. No, but are you watching me when I talk, or are you looking at yourself?
I'm watching whoever's talking. I'm watching them.
Oh, that's weird. No, I'm staring at myself no matter what.
No, that's weird, man.
Is it? I do that at work too. Maybe it is weird. So, Super Bowl siblings, hey?
Yeah, so on a slightly lighter note, there's 2 brothers that are playing each other. So Jason Kelsey who plays for Philadelphia Eagles, is playing his brother, Travis Kelce, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. And like they've got a podcast together, and they were talking about like the odds of that actually happening is like tiny, like absolutely tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
It actually is great, yeah. Because America's a massive place to get you and your brother to make it to the top level is already insane, but then to both play each other in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nuts. Especially the Super Bowl, right? Like playing like a game is still pretty crazy, but playing the Super Bowl, fuck. There's gonna be one very sad brother.
What makes it better is they both already won a Super Bowl each, which is good.
That does make it better.
Yeah, and then they were saying like their mum is just going to go for the winner.
You can't do that. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Damn. If they hadn't won a Super Bowl already, imagine that. You just got one brother with the Super Bowl ring and you feeling like a big bag of shit.
Yeah. Imagine the trash talk like your whole life, like the rest of your life.
Dude.
Insane.
Crazy.
Is one like defensive team and one offensive team? Do they actually
no, they're both so they're both on the offensive sides for both of their teams.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Which is a bit annoying.
A little bit less spicy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate.
Go tell them to switch it up.
I'll tell them I'll tell them to change positions.
As if you wouldn't want to try and get on the same team.
Oh no, would you want to play with your sister on the same team?
So Nip was the one to ask, because he's got brothers, right? For me, I just can't imagine it. I feel like I'd want to be on the same team, but Nips, you tell us if you just want to like kick the shit out of your brothers.
Or would you want to win with them?
I'll probably kick the shit out of them.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, if you actually had the choice,
if I legitimately had the choice, I'd probably go on the team with brother.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
bullshit.
It depends who it was.
I feel like when you're an athlete, though, there's already like a massive level of competitiveness, and then like if you're siblings with them, that's even bigger. So maybe you would want to be on other like opposite teams. Like if you were actually an athlete.
If I was on opposite teams, I would foul the shit out of it. I'd get a 6-week suspension for throwing a haymaker.
I just can't imagine you being on a professional sports team.
What would you play?
I can't imagine you being on a professional sports team.
Dude, I'm fucking taking it off the rails. On the cruise that I'm going on, they have a pickleball tournament.
Fuck yes.
Oh, yeah, into it.
Well, I know the rules. I've never played. But
yeah. Sport.
Yeah, I'll take a video of me playing pickleball.
Watch those old people.
Yeah.
On the cruise.
They blow out their knees.
Oh.
Did I tell you about when I was playing squash, Shorty? Nah, so I was playing squash for a while, and then I thought it was like top shit because I was playing like Nippler and people. And then I actually started playing like club level and was versing this old lady called Jeanette, and she was like smoking me. She was like 7 years old, and I couldn't beat her for like months. And then I figured out her weakness. Do you know what it was?
Oh no! What?
Drop shots.
What's that?
So you like hit the ball low and soft, and then they can't they've got to run to the ball.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
So rude.
So I did the whole game in drop shots, and I won.
Amazing.
She never beat me again.
Surely the original games before Jed worked that out were hilarious because you have Jed, like very fit guy, versus 70-year-old like out of weight lady, and then Jed would be running all over the pitch or whatever you call it, the court, and then she'll just be standing still, like she wouldn't move an inch, and she'll just be like whacking it. Then Jed would like dive across the pitch and then whack it back. She'll never move at all.
That makes me so happy. I don't know why that makes me so happy. It makes me really sad that you fucked her up like that too.
Did I tell you about the tournament I played?
Uh-oh.
So there was a squash tournament, and then I didn't know like what level to enter, so it was like I entered the novice division, and like my first opponent was like this 11-year-old girl.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me you won.
Yeah, wrecked her.
Okay, alright, good. And you wrecked her?
She had a brother. They had a brother. Like the next round I played, and then I wrecked him, and he was like 13.
You're just working your way through their family tree.
Yeah.
Like, where's your mom?
Mom. Where's grandma? And then, this like 15-year-old kid beat me afterwards, so that was pretty humbling. And
Wait,
then,
what tournament are you playing in? Is it like an open age bracket tournament?
Yeah,
Like,
I think so. But yeah, I like knocked myself out on the wall.
what?
Yeah.
Actually, you just...
He was like smashing me all game, and it was like 10 points to like 1. He was killing me. And then I caught up to 9-10, and then he like got the ball in, and I like dived the ball real hard against the wall, and then like hit my head against the wall, got the ball back, and then because I was like concussed, just hit the ball back in, and I was like, I lost.
Dude.
Yeah.
Imagine getting knocked out in squash.
Yeah, imagine.
It'd be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, almost like breaking your collarbone playing soccer.
Yeah,
that would be worse.
Fuckhead would do that.
That's why you don't play sports, boys. You just stay at home and drink. You just don't do nothing. No exercise.
You're an inspiration, you really are. Until you get carpal tunnel from fucking jerking off and playing WoW.
Dude, I've actually got
downfall.
I've actually got some serious carpal tunnel. I actually do. Yeah, in my right arm, I've actually got some serious carpal tunnel.
Have you seen those penguin mouses?
Yeah, I need to buy one.
Yeah, you do.
No, a girl at work had one. Like, the mouse is like a ball. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like a stationary mouse. It doesn't move. And then, like, it's a ball that you're like, oh, this looks real fucked up on camera. I'm like,
what are you doing with those fingers, buddy?
Too gross. Yeah, anyway, whatever. You tickle the ball.
Have you seen Netflix has changed their password sharing capabilities?
Tell you what.
They backflipped on it.
Did
you hear that?
We'll take a step back and say what it was, but I didn't see it. My what do I call them? They listen to this podcast. Moving on. The people associated with my account saw it. So yeah, I'm aware of their password sharing rules that they were trying to implement.
Did they change it, Niffler?
They saw the backlash to it and they backtracked. So they backtracked on it, but they did it in the dumbest way because they said, "Oh, that shouldn't have been released. That was leaked. We never intended to do that." And now they're saying they're not doing it. It's like, just be honest. You're gonna do it. People hated it, and now you're backing out.
Yeah. All right. Context.
So, like a few years ago, I think they tweeted out, "Love is sharing a password," and then I think now, obviously, because everyone shares passwords with each other, the main account you have to connect to the Wi-Fi of the main household once a month, and they kind of track it with IP addresses and the primary location, all that stuff. So
yeah, that's exactly right. That's what they were proposing to do. It's been like a long thing for Netflix though. They've been talking about this for ages, like some way to like restrict. The point is to stop account sharing. So like I pay for my account and like 6 people jump on. So they're trying to stop that, right?
Yeah.
They came up with that idea.
They're also not doing too well at the moment. Because they used to be the only streaming people, and now there's Disney Plus, Amazon, Paramount Plus. So they're actually not doing well as a business. They're bringing back ads. It's crazy.
That's the ironic thing is they're doing better than any other streaming service. They're just greedy fuckers. Like, of course they're doing better than the rest, but they want it all.
But also every other streaming service has like a giant corporation backing them.
True,
like Amazon, Disney. These guys, they have to. All their money has to come from the streaming.
Netflix, yeah, that is actually a really good point. I didn't think about that. That makes me not want to cancel my Netflix subscription. Support
they're still greedy fuckers.
Yeah. But then
all their shows used to be great, and now like Netflix shows, they're usually shit, and then they get cancelled. Just invest in like one good show instead of having 10 shitty shows you cancel straight away.
Physical 100, Niffler.
That's right. Yep. There are some good Netflix shows, right? They still do release them, but they invest in the wrong places. Like they paid like Adam Sandler however many hundreds of millions, and I'm not even joking, to like only make movies for Netflix, and he had to make 40 movies. So like all of his
40 movies,
something like that. It's something crazy. So all of his movies for the rest of his life are going to be Netflix exclusives, and he got paid hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure it was like 250 million for 40 movies.
That's a massive gamble on Adam Sandler.
Dude, it's Adam fucking Sandler. Are you kidding me? The guy who made fucking Click. And like, he did make some bangers in his early career, but then he made like fucking Jack and Jill.
He made like 2 good movies in the 90s, and the rest of his career is been banking on that.
I reckon he's made 4 good movies, like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Waterboy, and then maybe Click gets a pass.
Click gets a pass, and Grown Ups. Grown Ups is pretty good too. I don't know if you've ever seen that. No?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the rest of his movies are fucking trash, but they're good because they're trash. It's not $250 million trash, though. You know?
Yeah, definitely not.
My biggest gripe with Adam Sandler is he does the cast, right? He's the producer, director, all that stuff. And he, like, casts himself with the hottest fucking wife. You've got this, ugly...
You do the exact same thing.
You?
100%. It's jealousy. I didn't say it was anything else. It's jealousy.
He's having a lot... Yeah, he casts himself with the hottest woman, then he just gets all his friends as the other cast members, and then he just goes to some, like, awesome beach or location or something.
Yeah, I respect that. I talk a lot of shit about you guys, but if I was Adam Sandler, I'd cast you guys in every movie I've ever had, too. Just for the fucking jokes. Like, you get to hang out with your boys... Like David Spade.
Like a little holiday you get paid for.
Yeah, exactly. But Salma Hayek is his wife in Grown Ups. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
What's going on with slap bets? Or no, slap fight. What's it called?
Oh, slap bet. Jed. I get to slap you at some point. I forgot about that. I don't even remember what it was about, but I know I got to slap the shit out of you.
It was something I did, right? It was something about me.
It was something to do with you.
It's who your dad went for in the football.
Oh, yeah. He's a Parramatta fan.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Sick.
No,
Alright, we'll set it up next week.
Oh, dude.
Next week, live on cam, I'll slap the shit out of you.
No, Jed bet on... Anyway, whatever. Alright, so slap bet.
Yeah.
Slap fights. Slap bet. Yeah, slap fights. I don't know where to, like... I don't know if I start with my opinion or a summary, but they're doing that, like, Ultimate Fighter thing with slap fights, yeah? And they've just released the 3rd episode. So they did, like, 2 playoffs where, like, a bunch of people... I'm still just staring at myself. I'm literally talking to myself right now. It's fantastic.
Touching yourself as well. Very disturbing.
So they had, like, these playoffs.
Your dick is not that big. Come on.
One could dream. So they had these, like, the playoffs, people got in to the house, and then they're doing like a round robin competition and working their way to the end, right? But they're like trying so hard to make it like an official sport. They had like the whole cast go into like the UFC PI and do these insane tests. They were like velocity and power tests on these machines, and they're like trying so fucking hard. They've got like fitness regimes, they're doing like legitimate like training camps. They've got them in there doing like dumbbell weights, but instead of just like lifting weights, they're like swinging the weights to like replicate the slap. And they're like, it's so cringy. It's so bad.
I've read they only get paid like $2,000, don't they? Or it's like some weird tiny amount.
2 and 2 is what I read. So 2 to no matter what, and then 4 if you win in total. So 2 and 2.
That's more than I thought they would get.
I feel like it's more than what they should get, because the sport should not exist.
That's fair. No, that's a fair point.
So the show cuts to these people talking. I don't know what angle I should go with this, but they're all fucking retarded. Like they're all,
they are.
Like they're not smart people, and I don't know if that's makes it okay to watch or if it makes it worse. Like the UFC is like taking advantage of these like impoverished people that are just going in there and just slapping the fuck out of each other, or if it like kind of makes it better because they're grown-ups and can make their own decisions and could have just been like collecting garbage otherwise. I don't know how I want to go with it, but it's fucking crazy.
Look, it's sad. I mean, people signing up for $2,000 or whatever to get like brain damage for the rest of their lives. You have to be a dumb. But maybe they can't get dumber. You slap the shit out of them, it's not going to make them any dumber.
They can get dumber. Like, the way these people talk, man. Like, the CTE. Like, they're young people, too, and it's just all CTE. And then after a fight, too, their jaw's all swollen, and they're just like, oh, yeah, I thought I should have won that one, or, oh, I'm so happy I won that one. Like, they just... It's so fucked, dude. So crazy.
Dude, in 20 years, there's got to be all these walking around with CTE, aggression, being able to slap the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
Take out an army just slapping people.
Yeah, and they're getting really badly knocked out. Like the worst knockouts you'll ever see. I don't want to go on a tangent, but I bought like a UFC 100 thing when I was like fucking 15, 16, and it had like the top 100 knockouts. And I watched like 20 minutes of it and then felt sick because like you can only watch people getting knocked out so much before you just feel fucking gross. And like the shows definitely like highlights are all just people getting like destroyed. Like they're getting destroyed. Like the worst knockouts you've ever seen. You got these fucking heavyweights and it's all about the coin toss. Like they're both going to knock each other out on the first hit, right? So whoever gets the coin toss, they get so excited. They're like, fucking yeah! So I don't get knocked out.
The other guy just starts crying like, what have I done?
Man. Yeah. Like they had the guy the heavyweight who fought Usman's brother on the last Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the show. And he destroys people. Like they just die, man. They literally, like, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And then it's better because they got, like, Forrest Griffin behind them, catching them. You know? Like, you get to see Forrest Griffin every now and then. That's kind of cool. But he flinches. When they're, like, going to slap, he's, like, flinching. It's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. But I'm here for it. Episode 4, let's go. You know?
What's the finish rate, you reckon, of, like, fights or slap-offs?
If you judge it based on what they show, it's 90% of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fucked. Like, I don't want to watch that. Like, it's not. But then they show, like, the back and forths, and then that's almost worse. Because they're just, like, full force just smacking the shit out of each other. I don't know what's worse, man.
How many rounds is it? 3?
3, yeah.
So 3 big slaps.
That's right. And you can't flinch, which is, like, the most fucked up rule. Like, you just need to look into the eyes of death and not move.
Do they close their eyes at all, or do they just cop it?
That's a flinch. No, they stare at that fucking hand.
You can't blink. Can you blink?
No, you can blink. I'm probably just being a bit dramatic. I haven't looked at their eyes. Like you literally can't recoil. Like you can't brace yourself in any way. Like you've just got to fucking shoulders down, just cop that shit full force, or else that's a flinch. And then they go twice. If you flinch, they go again.
That's brutal.
It's so bad, man. You just stare at the hand that's about to literally kill you, and you just gotta... Anyway. And there's like a Marine in this season, and he's like, I was honorably discharged for an injury. And he's like, this is all I've got. I've got to like go and like provide for my children.
This is in the way. Just get a job.
So
get
crazy.
any other job.
Anything else, man? Like, immigrants get paid something to go and fucking dig holes. Like, do that.
They're making it work.
Yes. Yeah, like...
Your children are going to run away and cry when you come home with, like, a massive fucking bruise over your face.
Yeah. No, bruise, dude. Like brain injury. Like, yeah, death. Like, he won, at least. But then there's, like, this father... And he, like, cuts to him and he's talking about how his kids are, like, estranged and don't talk to him because his wife doesn't let him and he wants to make his kids proud and all this stuff. And then he goes in there and gets fucking destroyed, like, slapped, and you just feel like the biggest bag of shit for watching. But
to be fair, I don't think his kids would be any more or less proud if he won a lap fight.
Yeah, you think that almost... Yeah, fuck. Anyway, whatever. It was crazy, man. Highly recommend. 100%. Yes.
I couldn't stomach that. That's not for me.
No, yeah, it's nuts, dude. You know. Anyway, I could talk about this forever. I reckon just give it a go. Watch your first step. See what you think. Turn it off. Whatever. Don't forget the UFC's on this weekend. I'm very sad.
Why are you sad?
Because
you're on the cruise. They don't have singles
Looked it up.
on the cruise.
No sports bar. No.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Damn.
gonna miss
No
it.
Wi-Fi?
You have to pay for it. These bets with mates on Sportsbet. Have you heard about this?
No.
So you join up with mates, you all put money into a pool, and then you take it in turns doing bets. And then, like, you build up your pool.
So
Looks
working
awesome.
with each other.
Yeah, and then we're meant to be against each other.
We are on... Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, just consider it, alright? We don't always have to be enemies.
We can do what? We can do, like, against each other, then we can have, like, a shared pot.
Because I don't want you to win on the side and then fucking not win me money. I
don't want to be in bets and mates with you because you're going to fuck it up and bet all our money on a no chance 10-1 odds.
We'll do that 100%. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Sure was like free money.
Anybody who listens this far, which is my mum and dad at this point, I think, there won't be a podcast next weekend because I'm on the cruise. Thanks everyone for listening. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.